Late by maybe a minute or two, but you could thank Windows for that. The weirdest thing just happened on my Windows computer that I never use. You know, like when you restart Windows, how you come to like the lock screen where you put in your password and then it boots into the desktop. It was so weird because I put my password in, the desktop loaded, but the lock screen was the background image. And whenever I moved my mouse, it would like erase the lock screen and expose the wallpaper behind it. It was the craziest looking thing. I'm like, how the hell can a computer that's pretty high in spec, I paid good money for it, that I never use. I think the only time I use this thing is when I stream. It's always updated. How could it possibly have a problem? Because it's Windows, of course. Windows just develops problems. You could buy a Windows computer, never use it, and then decide to turn it on one day, and it will have a problem. They just develop problems. Unlike a Mac, you'll never have a problem. Problems just don't appear on the Mac. If there's a problem with the Mac, you're going to have it the minute you turn it on. Well, that's probably a lie, but still, I'm an Apple fanboy, so I got to stick up for Mac. But I would choose a Mac any day of the week over a Windows computer. The only reason I'm using Windows is because a while ago, when OBS wasn't the best choice for Mac for doing live streams, I decided to use Windows, and now I'm just gotten so used to using my Windows computer for streaming live. The Mac is now fully capable of using OBS and everything else, but yeah, it's a whole technological nightmare of nightmares. Anyways, with that said, what's going on, Mr. Chuck? Thank you for that donation, sir. He did say, when it senses a Mac, it will do that. I'm sorry if Macs are professional machines and Windows are kind of like toys. Overpriced toys. Garbage. PCs are garbage, bottom line. If you have a PC, throw it out, buy a Mac, you'll be happy. Same thing with an iPhone, Android. If you got an Android, toss it out. You can't resell it because Androids are garbage. You'll probably get $5 for them. Ed Barkley's drunk already. He's taking over Bachelor's title, I believe. And what are you doing down here?
Oh, sorry, I was trying to fix your dip here.
Much better. Now that's a loving wife. To deliver you a single chip with dip on it to make sure the dip is to your liking. That's either love or... I mean, she ain't whooped over anything, so... Anyways, I'm not drunk, big boy. Well, Ed's choice is Wild Turkey, and Bachelor's is that horrible stuff. What is it called? I forgot. Anyways, shut your mouth. Here we go. Do we have content? Negative. I was going to re-wick my Dwarf RTA that has had the same cotton in it for about a month now. But as I walk into the laundry room to wash it, I notice the floor is soaking wet. I'm like, holy Jesus Christ, please don't say there's a flood. Because I put down like that kind of like laundry room carpet runner thing. Don't leave, it wasn't a flood by the way, but don't ever leave the clean water reservoir filled in your carpet cleaner, especially if you use vinegar and water, because the vinegar will slowly eat away at the O-rings, like I've learned with vaping, because I usually clean stuff with vinegar. Vinegar will destroy the O-rings, and eventually that carpet cleaner will no longer have a seal, and all that water will leak out, and thank God it was clean water, not dirty water, but so a gallon of water just decided to leak out onto the floor. So I can't clean my Dwarf RTA, and I can't re-wick it. Anyways, luckily though, I did re-wick my Shabam shaboom. I can't show you that mod, but there it is. It is ugly as sin. Whew, it's ugly as shit. Wow, that's fucking ugly. Anyways, what's going on, folks? What's going on? And I said, hey, yeah, 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 hey. You realize, I think all the members of that group were lesbians. Not that that's a bad thing or anything. It's just something I wanted to point out because I thought the singer was pretty hot. But I was told, oh, she's a lesbian. Oh, okay, well. Craig D, thank you, sir, for that free Fagan fanboy and for being a member for 16 months. That's money well spent, sir. Free super chats are a business, son. Hope ye are well, son. Yup, any drama. The only drama, is there any drama? I wish I could, like, manufacture some drama, but I don't have anything. I'm so out of touch with, like, is there still, like, vape stuff going on? Like, is there still vape drama? I don't feel like there's enough. Well, then again, I don't follow anything, but I just kind of feel like there's not enough people out there to have any more vape drama. Or is there still vape drama? Can we make vape drama? We could. Yeah, so that's that. Let's say hello and what's up to all the lovely folks in chat. What's going on, lovely Billy? Billy, see, I always say Billy. I'm not sure if it's Billy Lee or Billy. It's probably Billy Lee. But it's one word, so it could be Billy Lee. But I like calling her Billy, so we're going to say Billy. What's going on, Billy? Brian, how you doing? We got, oh shit, we got the father and son duo in here. Test Tube and his daddy are in the house tonight. Make sure we call him by name. His name is Dave. I think it's Dave, right? Is it Dave? Is it Big Dick Dave or Little Dick Dave? I'm not sure. Cheryl, what's going on? Alive and well, hopefully. Craig, what's going on? I seen you were live earlier. I think it was earlier. Darth Vapor, what's going on? Mr. Ed Barkley, sipping on that wild turkey. Florida Boy 420. Mr. George Jennings. We got Georgia Boy in the house. What's up, Jeremy? Hitman. We got Jason, still looking to try to get laid, but apparently it's not working because he's got the same profile photo. Jennifer, how you doing? The lovely Jennifer. We got Joe in the house. We got Johnny, not to be confused with Johnny the Beard or Johnny English. Who knows? Maybe it might be one of them. Jean-Paul Glasgow, the French-Canadian prostitute. JT Von Bass, what's going on? We got Kenny in the house. Holy shit, Kenny's here. We got Kid Bass. We got Mark Hardy. Any affiliation with Hardee's, the hamburger place that has closed down. MechMod Guy, what's going on? We got Mike. We got Neil Pitts. We got Raw Chuck. We got Ray Franklin. We got Richard, a.k.a. Dick. We got Robert. Pavlovsky. Holy shit, Robert Skrelly's here. Holy shit, on time. What's up, Robert? We got Rifleman, as I know him. The 60-watt guy. We got Troy V. We got Vapor X. We got Vapin Bick. Vapin Bick? Vapin Bike? I'm not sure. I'm still unsure of that. And we got myself. And we got whoever just hopped in that wasn't on the list. Whew, that's a lot of people. That's like a couple thousand at least. Thought you was going live this weekend. So, yeah, so we did go to the, what is it called? Renaissance Fair. And about half hour into it, I'm going live. 0 reception, 0 service. Like, you couldn't even make a phone call if you wanted to. At least not on my phone. Good old Apple. Gotta love them. But you got to keep in mind, like, I wasn't sure if we were going to have reception anyways, but the Renaissance Fair is, like, in the middle of nowhere, Wisconsin, and it's all just, like, kind of like forest preserves. Well, not really forest preserves, but there was no reception. So I did take some video that I'm editing today. I'm going to upload it. I mean, it's the Renaissance Fair. To me, the only good part of the Renaissance Fair were the half-naked women. And there were a lot of them. A lot of half-naked chicks. Some of them fully naked. But I couldn't really stare because I might have got in trouble. $11 $11 for a can of fucking beer. Let that sink in. $11 for a can of beer. $11. Sorry, my math is a little off. I'm pretty sure somebody will probably get this before I do. But if not, let me do the math for you. 11 times 24. So if you buy a case of beer for $264, when I think the average case of beer, I don't know, I haven't bought a case of beer in God knows how long, probably $20. What is the percentage? That's like, what is that, 200% markup or something? I don't even know. $11. I think Bud Light was free, though. They were handing out Bud Light, but nobody would drink it. That's a joke, though. $11. I'm not even going to say how much the food was. Don't go there hungry, whatever you do, because you will go broke. No, it wasn't Bud Light. Did they even have Bud Light? I'm pretty sure I didn't see anybody drinking Bud Light, but if you've seen a lot of the people there, they were probably Bud Light drinkers. Because there were a lot of questionable people there. Right when I walked in, you know what, I'm not even going to start saying anything, because, no. Right when I walked in, I just seen a dude with orange. I didn't really understand how this was like Renaissance-y, but he had like hot pink shorts on with black tights. And I'm like, and it was a dude who didn't take good care of himself. Like, if you're a dude and you want to dress like that, fine and dandy, but at least have a good looking body. Don't just be all like sloppy with your stomach hanging out and your titties are all sweating and shit. And that's pretty much what it was like me if I were to go there with Daisy Dukes on and some tights. Like, no. Yeah, woke Renaissance. It felt pretty woke. It did feel pretty woke. But I went there for the scenery. Because I am a pervert. Thank you. I did not wear tights. Negative. I should have worn my LuLaRoe pants, but I did not. I didn't want people to get jealous or mad at me. What did I do to this mod? I don't know. I don't even know why I'm using this hunk of shit, but I'm using it. Sweaty titties are the best. Sweaty female titties are the best. Let's be clear on this. Or let's be even clearer. Sweaty, natural-born female titties are the best. I will never pass up a pair of sweaty tits, but if they're man tits or if they're medically implanted, we're not. You know what? We're not going to go that route. The naked ones with balls don't count. Also, read my screaming comment. Where the fuck you see a screaming comment? Oh, cheap ass mofo. I paid $19 for Miller beer and $26 for. You got to be. That's not cheap, Bachelor. That's stupidity. If someone is dumb enough to pay $19 for a fucking can of beer, then I'll be dumb enough to charge it, I guess. That's just stupid. There's no fucking way in hell I would pay that much money. And then on top of it, we're there and it's like, they open at what, 10:30 a.m.? So we got in line about 11. Everyone's got beer in their hands at 11 a.m. Like, holy shit, this is weird. I try to drink one, but I'm like, I can't. My body won't allow me to drink this early in the morning. It's not even noon yet. But it was fun, interesting. Like I said, I was there for the scenery. Most of the video I got is from the jousting and whatnot, which is not really not my thing. Pretty much, if anything's going on with when people are wearing clothes, I'm not interested. If they're naked or there's any nudity involved, the highlight for me, I think, was the porta-johns, the potty section. I wouldn't pay BB prices, so if you can afford it, buy it. If you can afford it, that doesn't necessarily mean buy it. Certain things, I think, have a limit. Like material items, like maybe guitars or vaping devices or shit like that, I can maybe see spending a lot of money on because maybe they hold their value or maybe they have a good resale value or maybe you're going to be buried with them. I don't know. But to pay that much money for a can of beer, something that you're going to finish in like 20 minutes and throw in the garbage, kind of to me makes no sense. Like really high-end expensive restaurants make no sense to me. I never understood them. Like, I'm not paying $200 or $100 for a fancy steak. It's all going to come out the same way. I'm going to burn it. It's going to be well done. Ain't no difference from the steak I get wherever else. Where's Terry's? I don't know where Terry's at. I think Terry literally fell off the wagon. Like he fell off a wagon and he might be in the hospital. He's probably here. He's listening. Mr. Sean, a.k.a. Scene Heath, thank you for being a Fagan fanboy. I thought you were a Fagan fanboy, but if not, that is money well spent, sir. That's probably the smartest investment you've made in 2023 right there. I can guarantee you that. I'm far from high end. Maybe I was trying to play a high end person on camera, but I am not. I slowly realized it costs too much money to be high end. I might have bought one or two mods and felt like a little high endish. But then when I really started to dabble in the big boy stuff, I'm like, there ain't no fucking way I'm paying that price. So yeah. That high end thing is long gone, son. I'll be a fanboy if you have a sale. Well, I think, what is my membership, like $2 or $3? And after YouTube takes their, 30%, that turns into, $1.70, I think, or something? There's not much more of a sale we can do. I love high-end disposables, you're right. Nothing feels better than throwing out something that costs really expensive. I'm the king of throwing shit out. So yeah, I wish I had content. I say that every time I go live. But here we stand, or sit, with no content. Do I have any kind of fun stories to tell you? I don't think so. No, there apparently were a total of 16 teenagers shot in Chicago over the weekend, if that is exciting to anyone. Not all in one location, just, I think they tallied up the numbers, and it was like a total of like 16 teenagers. How do I know this? Do I watch news? I don't watch the news, but it's been plastered everywhere. And it's like, even if you don't want to know about it, they force you to know about it. And of course, they don't tell you any of the other details, like it was probably 75% gang related. The other 25% were probably where they shouldn't have been. And like, when you live in Chicago, you got to be smart. If you're stupid, you probably won't survive. If you're walking down the street at 3 a.m. in a neighborhood where you really light up the block, chances are you're probably not going to make it. Now, if you're smart and, you know where to go, where not to go, at what times of the day, it may be a bit restricted if you live further east. But a little common sense goes a long way when you live in Chicago. Just a little bit. Like, I think I was watching the news yesterday, and this guy and girl that were standing outside of their house, because now the new thing is, I guess out here they're doing like these, I don't know what they're called, where they just hop out of the car and they rob you, and then they jump back in the car and leave. Like a flash robbing or something. So this guy and girl were standing out front of their house talking, and this car rolls up. And it's all teenagers doing this. It's all like kids robbing people like crazy, because they're not going to arrest kids, obviously. And they rob the dude, they rob the chick. And then when he's being interviewed, he's like, yeah, we heard gunshots outside, so I ran outside to see what was going on. I'm like, there you go, dumbass. That's why you got robbed. If you hear gunshots outside, the first thing you do is not run outside of your house. The first thing you do is grab your gun and lock your fucking door. So this idiot hears gunshots. He's like, oh shit, let's go outside. He runs outside and, well, he got robbed. See, just a little common sense will go a long way when you're living out here. Just saying. Thank you. Mr. Sean, a.k.a. Scene. Wait a minute. What just happened? I thought he just became a member. Now it's... I knew you were a member for a fucking long time. Maybe you just updated something, but... been here from the beginning. Love you, bro. Yeah, I know. I swore you were a member. But I think YouTube fucks things up when you change, like... Either when you update your shit or something happens. YouTube always butchers it somehow. Obviously, every state and every neighborhood is different. But Chicago is just, it's common sense. At least that's what I've come to learn. It's common sense. If you don't have common sense, you're probably not going to make it. Plain and simple. Now, if you see on the news next week that I've been killed and shot, then I was probably doing something stupid, like talking on YouTube, telling people how to survive in Chicago. That'll probably get you killed. YouTube does that to me on channels I'm a member of. Yeah, that's... Well, at least it still keeps how long you've been a member for, because it would really suck if it said, like, Sean's a new member, this is his first month, and where he's been a member for fucking, 3 years now, it would really suck to not have that number there. Beat up, bow. We got Alan Osborne in the house. No affiliation to Ozzy, obviously. Do a charity auction with what you don't use. I can't even sell the shit I don't use at like dirt cheap prices because it's pretty. It's not crappy stuff, but it's like throwaway Chinese stuff. Like, I listed a bunch of stuff numerous times on Facebook, like mods for like $10-20. There were maybe like 2 or 3 high-end things in the mix, but most of everything was like, I think I sold most of my RTAs for $10 or $15, $20. And there were like maybe 3 high-end mods, but most of the stuff was pretty cheap, like $20. But no one wants to, I mean, I don't know what it is, but... And the only reason I priced it at $20 because I really don't feel like getting out of my chair for anything less than $20. Like, if I have to go to the post office and deal with those people, like, at least give me $20. I feel it's fair. Throw away the Chinese stuff, like the mail order bride I had. Can you throw those away, or is that illegal? I thought is that considered murder? I think I didn't throw any. Well, when I say throw away, I mean like mods that once they break, you can't really repair them because they're either cheaply built or they're just not worth trying to have someone fix them. For instance, like this horrific thing right here. If this were to break, then I wouldn't lose sleep. I'll buy the Hammer of God mod if you still... I think... Do I still have that? You know, I don't know. Let me see what I do have. I don't even think... By the way, folks, we do not sell anything on this channel because I would never, ever support the sale of any of these disgusting vape products. Horrible. People that vape are disgusting. They're horrible people. And I would never, ever promote something like that. Disgusting. That's delicious. Anyways, I just want to... I don't even know what... Uh-oh. Did I lose it? Uh-oh. I have like in my cabinet maybe like, I don't know, like 10 mods that I keep no matter what. You know, like, and these, I think this is the stuff that this is the stuff that I just, you know, have on the sideline. But it's all, like I said, this is all, maybe not all of it. Nice microphone. Thanks. Nice keyboard. You appreciate it? Thank you. You want to go this way or that way? Look at those. Look how perfect I put those stickers on. Those are stickers I put on by hand. Let's see you try to do that. Anyways. But it's like stuff like this. What is this? Geek Vape something? These, I mean, they're good mods. Don't get me wrong. But they're, at the end of the day, they're throwaway mods. Because if something happens to this or it breaks... What are you going to do with it? You're going to throw it in the garbage. Not a disposable, right? I think all the good stuff I did have is gone. Well, I guess, well, I don't know. This is all the stuff that I posted that nobody wants. I'll just show you. And I'm only showing you to show you. That's it. I'm not showing you for any other reason. This is not a throwaway mod. This is old. Not a throwaway mod. Actually, isn't Mums, like, isn't he like a pretty popular burro type of person now? These are the mods that he used to make when he first started out. These custom Hammond box mods. But yeah, it's all just, it's stuff like this. Nothing exciting at all, honestly. All the the exciting stuff I do have is the stuff I'm keeping. But I mean, it's good stuff. It just, so I usually have this around. So if like my buddy comes over or somebody comes over, one of Angela's friends, a lot of the time Angela's friends, they want to start vaping. So I'll hook them up with like a mod or a tank or a pod system. I usually ask them, you know, like, I'm not going to charge you, but can I at least get maybe like a titty shot or something? But I never got one yet, so. And that's probably why they don't come over to the house anymore, because I'm a bit of a pervert. But at least I hooked them up with some devices to get them off smoking. So yeah, nothing exciting. I don't have exciting stuff. You want excitement? You gotta go to Mike Vapes' house. Walk into his vape layer. That's the sale you want to be a part of. When if and when it ever happens, like it will eventually happen. You know, every vapor at some point is probably gonna be like, well, I'm done. Time to get rid of all this stuff. And the two houses I want to be at when that happens, one, Mike Vapes' house. Love to be there for that. And two would be Phenom. Phenom isn't I haven't even heard from Phenom in probably like years. I don't even know if he's still alive. He's not the type of person that sells stuff, though. He just puts it in a box and then puts it away. And it's like, so that shit will eventually, what will happen eventually is when he gets old, he'll die. Someone will go in his house, take all the shit and give it to charity. And you'll see a bunch of $500 mods at your local thrift store. But those are two collections I would love to like be a part of when they do sell them. Yeah, Mike does have a museum, pretty much. So if you ever see a Mike Vapes for sale ad in your local newspaper, you better hit that motherfucker up quick. Because it is like a museum down there. Down here, it's more like a back alley flea market. It's pretty sad down here. I got the same mods. I vape every single day. I'm down 14 from 114. Damn, that's a hell of a drop. It just feels better to have, like the shelf I used to have back at my old place. It was like fill it mods from bottom to top. It looked great for videos, but in reality, you never use none of that shit. Maybe you pull it out for a video, but then it just sits there. So it's good to have a nice little stash of like 5 or 6 mods, a few really good tanks and atomizers, and just focus on those. You know, I mean, people collect. That's nice. You know, collections are usually collection. Like, they're just there to collect dust, really. They're collections. Like, my guitars kind of are a little bit of a collection. I mean, I take them down to dust them, so that way people think I actually play them, but yeah, they're, you know, pretty dusty. Did you see my last comment? It says Georgia Boy. I don't think I did, because when I go on a talking rant, I usually kind of zone out. Mark, I'm going to talk to you. Oh, he's going to talk to me about something. Okay. Phenom has high-end mods on his plane, too. Dude, Phenom had like, his desk would be in the background, and he had, when he bought shit, like high-end mods, he didn't buy one, he bought a few of them, just in case the one he bought broke down. Like, he had like a backup and a backup of a backup. And then one day when he just decided to, I think he went to pause or something, he kind of just, I most certain he just boxed it all up. I know he didn't sell anything. So he just boxed it all up. I just want to look in that box. That's all I want to do. Because I know there's shit in there that's probably like 10 years old that's super high end, that's probably brand new, that hasn't even had a finger on it. Not that I would probably use it, but still, it'd be kind of cool to look at. I always told him he should go on someone's live show and just kind of run through his stuff, because it'd probably be pretty amazing. Phenom's sister vanished also. I've only met her, I think, twice. I think I met her. She's really cool. But yeah, I don't Phenom. I don't know if he's working a lot. I lost touch with some people. Way too much vape talk going on here. Yeah, you know what? You're right. This is getting a little out of hand here with the vape talk. I love looking back at the older bots I have collected over the year. It is nice. It's nice to have the collection to look at. Like, I don't know. That's why I'm not really a collector of stuff, because I can't buy stuff and let it sit in the box or let it sit there. Like, I have to use it. And then when you have so much shit, I don't know. It's just I can't collect anything, because I eventually will sell it or destroy it. I'm horrible at collecting. And when I die, I do not want to give any of my shit to anyone. Like, I don't want to fucking croak and then have my kid and all his friends come down here one day like, oh man, look at all your dad's shit he left behind, these awesome guitars and these computers, and like, fuck no. I'm going to sell this shit before I die. Like, if I'm croaking in the hospital, I'll be on Facebook or Craigslist selling this shit off at like rock bottom prices. I'll leave my kid maybe a camera or something. You ain't getting none of that shit. Fuck that. Better bury me with that shit. Do you have anything to break? I have a few things to break. I would love to show you my stiff shaft. Well, I'd love to see your stiff shaft. Do you mind sharing it for the entire room? I mean, because you can't just show it to me. You got to show it to everybody. Oh, it's Kenny Powders. Kenny Powders. Kenny Powders. Good old Kenny Powders. That show, what's that other show that he's in? We started watching? The Somethings of Something? Pretty funny. You never got that head scan, so you may want to get started selling now. Thank you, Jason. Luckily, my panic attacks have been pretty non-existent lately, because that would probably throw me into a panic attack. But now I can read that, and I can giggle. Because the way I look at it, I'm not even going to get into this. We're not going to talk about this. It's not going to happen. Jason wants to bring it up. Gemstones. The Righteous. There we go. Thank you. It's a pretty hilarious. We just started watching it. It's pretty hilarious, because his Kenny Powers character is kind of rolled into this new character. You may want to restart that Patreon. Richard, I seen that comment that you posted. He said, I got $200. Something about you started Patreon. I don't have anything for Patreon. Like, I feel if you have a Patreon page and people are paying money, you better upload some goddamn content. Like, at least daily, if people are paying you money. Both times I had Patreon, I just didn't have any content. The main reason I didn't really put content on there was just because it was too much of a hassle, because you couldn't upload directly to Patreon. You had to upload to YouTube, then go on YouTube, make your video unlisted, then go on Patreon. It was a whole fucking process. I was like, you know what? I don't even want to do this. But I think now, I could be wrong, I think Patreon might let you upload videos to their platform. You don't need to like link them anymore. I'm not sure. But regardless, I just got rid of my Patreon both times because I wasn't really doing shit on them. And I felt a little guilty, like people paying me money for just not doing anything, which is kind of like a little bit what's going on here, but not really. What if you do Patreon for new products? Buy two and give one away after the review. I don't even think there's anything in that, to be honest with you. Patreon. I still have the email from Patreon. Let's see if I still have it. I got an email from Patreon back in the day when they first started out asking me if I wanted to join their platform. And I'm like, what the fuck is Patreon? Hell no, I don't want to join this shit. What year was it? Do I still have it? I'll take a pass. Oh, here it is. 2016. Hi, Mark. Your vape videos are amazing. And I had to shoot you a note. We have a ton of amazing content creators on Patreon, and I really feel that you would be a great fit. Yeah, of course. I'm certain you watch my videos. Thank you, Amanda Palmer. Or no, Amanda Palmer is one of the creators. I'm on the creator discovery team here at Patreon, and we've helped. Oh, Amanda Palmer, Blimmy Cow. Who the fuck is Blimmy Cow? That was what, 2016? Yep, 2016. I don't know if that was when Patreon was started, but if they were emailing me asking me to join Patreon, they had to be pretty desperate to get people there. But I don't know, like if things change, if things go another direction and I start uploading like more shit and I have like content to put on Patreon, then I'd love to open up a Patreon account. But like now I just don't have, like, any kind of content I do have, I just put on YouTube for, you know, the very little content I have. Thank you, Mr. Nightclover, for that. Is that a new photo? I don't think I've ever seen your face. I'll be a son of a bitch. Look at Nightclover looking at me like he's going to stick it in my butt. Thank you, sir, for being a member for a month. And he says, got to get my freebie. Well, you got it. You got it, son. That photo, he looks serious in that photo, too. He's giving me, like, the eye. Like, I'm going to be the top tonight, and you ain't going to do shit about it. That's what I'm getting off the photo. But you can publish videos to Patreon without YouTube. Okay, so you can do it now. Okay, so that's a huge bonus, because that was one of the main things. I mean, it doesn't sound like a big thing. Like, well, why can't you just upload a YouTube video and unlist it and link it to Patreon? Well, because if you got your cell phone, let's say you want to do a video like on the fly, just upload it, be done. You couldn't really do that. You had to go through a bunch of different shit just to get it up there. But now, if you could just upload straight to Patreon, that's a hell of a lot better. I don't see why they didn't do that in the first place. I mean, the website was making money, but that's a good thing. Because the guy, I watch one dude. I always watch. Is it just me, or do you guys watch other than this channel? But do you find yourself watching YouTubers that you cannot stand, but for some reason you always watch their videos? And once again, this channel, you can't use this as an example, but I find myself always watching these channels of these people I cannot stand, but I just keep watching their videos, and none of them are vape related. I'm just thinking, is it just me, or is this like a thing that happens with people where they just like, oh, I can't stand him, but I want to watch that video? Yeah, I don't partake in any. The only vape videos I watch, truthfully and honestly, is Todd. That's it. Like, I watch Todd's videos, usually 1 or 2 a week. Like, I just watched his recent Svoj Mesto Burrow RBA. In my opinion, I'm going to say fail on that thing because of the threaded cap, but that's just me. I'm not a big Burrow guy, so I can't really give my opinions, but it looks like that threaded cap is going to be a huge fail in my opinion. But that's me. But yeah, he's the only. That's the only vape videos I watch, because he's just like, he's a dude, like he's always said, he's a dude in the shed, and that's all he is. He doesn't do any fucking weird personalities, doesn't have fucking crazy ass shit in his background. He's not trying to suck someone's dick. He's just a dude in the shed. It's always been. Yeah, I definitely don't watch Rip Trippers anymore. I don't even know what's going on with that man. He's probably having a midlife crisis as we speak. I'll give him one thing, though. I'll give Rip one thing. He has managed to avoid any kind of, like, interaction with the vaping, not vape community, but, like, the vape influencers over the years. This man has, like, managed to never go on anyone's live shows, never to be part of anything. Maybe that's what made him so popular, because he didn't, like, wear his videos out, but who knows. He did do one interview, but I don't know if it was live or not, where he was in his hotel room. It was early on, but Rip is nonstop ranting on Instagram. Oh, is he? Is he doing the whole what is it called? Like, life is good type of thing? Like, do you want to know how to successfully be happy with a small penis? I'm going to tell you how. Like, what are those called? Life coach, I think it is. Rip will suck a mean dick. What is a mean dick, though? As opposed to, like, a happy dick. I always want to know what a mean dick is. When I picture a mean dick, it's, you know what, I'm going to call it racist right off the bat. So I'm not even going to go that route. He's completely lost his fucking mind. He has gone through a lot of personality changes over the years. I'll give it that. Is it an indication that he's lost his mind? I don't know. But I know when you get older and shit, I know, like, weird shit goes on. Like, things change. He's been through some radical changes. I can say that. But probably the most radical changes I've seen out of any vaping influencer, I guess, because that's the only way I know him. I don't know him as anything else other than a vaping influencer. He's been arguing with a shit ton of people in comments. Is he? Holy shit, is he actually commenting? Wow. See, that's like the only thing, like, I loved Rip's videos. I love his build videos. They were, like, some of the most detailed out there. But I just didn't like him for the fact that he never talked to, like, the community. Like, he occasionally would leave a comment here and there or reply, but he never did live shows. He never talked to any of his viewers. Nothing. It's like, I don't know. People like that. Like, when I watch a video, whether it's vape related or not vape related, and someone says, like, let me know down in the comments section what you think, and I'll meet you down there. And then when you look down in the comments section of every one of his videos, you don't see a one fucking reply from that douchebag that runs the channel. That shit drives me nuts. I watch this one guitar channel from this dude that I want to choke him. I want to choke this guy so bad. But I still watch his videos. I don't know why. But he drives me fucking nuts. And every time the video is done, he's like, let me know what you think in the comments section, and I'll meet you guys down there. And I'm thinking, you piece of shit, you don't leave one comment in any of your videos. What are you telling people to leave? Oh, I can't stand them. But, yeah, I just can't do it. And I can do this. Yes, thank you. Get over Rip, he's old news. Is he? Rip, to me, came of, like, wannabe Ernest. I don't know. Well, whatever he did, from a business standpoint, from a money-making standpoint, was smart as hell. The rumor is, I don't know if it's true, because I've tried to research it. I think one day I spent hours trying to find out who his wife was. I think I might have found his wife, but when I show people who the chick was, they said, no, that's not his wife. But I swear it's his wife. But the rumor is that I've heard that his wife was his manager, or whatever the deal is, and his wife was the one that kind of sculpted his channel and his personality so that he can make the money that he made. And he probably made a shit. He's married. Yeah, he's married. He's got a kid and everything. His wife is blonde. Let me see if I could find this chick. But I just heard, that's what I heard, that she was a big influencer, and she kind of, I don't know, I don't know if she was a guided him or his channel, because Rip in the early days, completely different person. Exactly. Quiet and reserved back in the early days. And then one day, I don't know if it was one day or just slowly building up, you could see this dude just change. Which, you know, if you're doing it to make money, smartest thing he could have ever done. Because that dude, he made crazy money. The dude was giving away fucking cars, for Christ's sakes. I mean, he made crazy money. Uh-oh. We got problems, folks. NorCal's pregnant. God damn it. And we had sex before men were able to get pregnant. This wasn't after men can get pregnant. So how the fuck did he end up getting knocked up? You know what? I kind of think NorCal was born a woman. That's how he got pregnant. There's no other way. I don't believe it. Well, don't try to contact me for child support, because you ain't getting it. Ain't gonna happen. All right, let me try to find... How do I find this chick? Let me see. I know... I'm pretty sure this isn't her, but I would love for it to be her, because then I'd be like, yes, I found her. But when you see the girl, you'll probably see why I think it's his wife. And you may think, well, Mark, why do you care who his wife is? I really don't care. It's just one of those... Rip's like a mysterious kind of dude. Like I said, he doesn't go on live shows. He doesn't do this, doesn't do that. You don't really see much. I think he showed his baby once or twice. Well, at least when I used to follow him. And sometimes you want to get to know shit, like, about certain people. I don't think... yeah, I can't find this chick. I forgot what her name was, too, but... Rip, if you're watching, which I know you are, just give us a little something. A little something in chat. Like, hey, or, you know, send me an email. Say, hey, you want to come over and, I don't know, have some French fries? Chicken nuggets? Who knows? I wish I could find this chick. I do know, though, who the Rip Tripper's character is based off of. At least I think I know who it's based off of. And that person, her name is Graveyard. Is that? Let me see. Hold on. Grave 3 Yard Girl. Yep, this is the channel I pulled up. So a few years ago, when I went on my deep hunt for, I got to find out who this woman is. I need to know who Rip Tripper's wife is. I came across this chick, which I'm going to show you in a moment once I get on her channel. And when I told everyone this has got to be his wife, everyone said, no, that's not his wife. I'm like, well, then who's his wife? And they said, we don't know. I'm like, well, then how do you not know that's not her? I believe this is his wife, though. I'm going to turn the audio down. Let's leave the audio.
Hey, we are unboxing the August Lush Kitchen subscription box, and you guys, today's video might be kind of wacky, it might be kind of experimental. Let's see how much of this I can smell. And if you guys are playing bingo at home with, like...
I truly think she's got over... Look at how... She's got what? Is that 8 million? 8.5 million subscribers, okay? I knew that his wife was very popular in social media. And she knew, like,
hey, hi.
She knows the ins and outs of everything. I'm pretty...
Hey, everybody, it's Bunny, and today we are unboxing the August Lush
I'm
Kitchen
pretty certain.
subscription box.
I'm pretty certain that's his wife. I don't know why. Now, some may think, well, I don't know. Like, why do you guys think that's not his wife? Unless you know that chick and you know who her husband is. But now, let me show you, in my opinion, who the Rip Tripper's character is based off of, who I think it's based off of. Oh, do I remember his name? Oh, shit. Hold on. Oh, there we go. Now this, let's go to... Hold on, work with me here for a second, folks. We're going to get it. All right, here we go.
Yellow.
I believe this is where Rip's... This guy...
Spike and new people watching the vidges, and with the new milestone, 600,000 subscribers, I figured I got to do something big for this sumbitch. So there's something that I've been leaving out for quite a while, and that is trying this one specific thing.
I found this guy a while ago. I don't watch his videos. He I don't know if he still does dip videos, like tobacco, dip tobacco, whatever. But I was watching some of his videos from years ago, and I just noticed his personality, his intro, and everything was just like Rip Trippers, man. Like, it was pretty spot on. And I'm like, dude, this is the same. I feel like him and Rip were the same people. I wish I could find one of his older videos where it really shows off what I'm talking about. But if you were to watch one of his... Is this one of them?
Hey.
No, that's not it. He just got that... I don't know. It just like... If Rip's got a brother, it's him. Outlaw has over... Yeah, Outlaw's got a ton of subscribers. I haven't watched his videos in so long. But... I remember he came out with an e-liquid, I think. And I tried to get him. I'm like, dude, I'll review your e-liquid. Because he either his company emailed me or something a while ago. And I'm like, dude, I'll review your liquid for you if you come on my live show. And it never happened, obviously. But there's got to be some kind of affiliation with him and Rip. There has to be. And that chick, I'm pretty certain is his wife. Pretty certain. Rip's wife, anyways. I could be wrong, but I'm not wrong. I might be wrong. Yeah, he's got some vape videos also. I would comment on all his vape videos. His juice was decent. Yeah, I'd never tried his juice. He had like his own dip. And does he even still do dip videos? Because I know when the whole YouTube thing started hitting tobacco channels. Damn, is he like built now and shit? Damn, look at him. He's all ripped. He's got a mustache and shit. Wow. Mark, I don't think she even has kids. Well, see, that's the thing. You don't think. But is she as secretive as Rip is? Like, if she's as secretive as Rip is, then you may not even know. That's the thing. But she's got 8 million subscribers. Like, it's almost impossible to have that many subscribers and still have like a secret life and not know, and people not know if you have kids or a husband or whatnot. That's pretty hard to hide from people if you got 8 million subscribers. So I don't know, but everywhere I'd always turn, that chick would always pop up. Like, the name would always lead back to her, that's his wife. So I don't know. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter. I'm just, once again, just curious. It would make sense as to how his channel evolved into Rip Trippers, that's his wife, but kids are hard to hide also. Well, I don't know about that, Cheryl. A few people in this chat, they have a few kids hidden in their basement. Me, not one of them. But I can almost certainly guarantee you that there's a few guys in here that have some kids hidden in the house. Did you jerk it to her because of it? Hell no. What are you, nuts? I would feel horrible. I only masturbate to people I don't know, have never seen before. I feel too creeped out if I know the person. Even if it's a celebrity, it feels weird. Like, oh my God, I've seen you in a movie. I can't jerk off to you. It's too weird. Not if you give them NyQuil. See, there you go. Point has been made. Thank you. Mike, you will probably have the FBI knocking at your door tonight, so you might want to make sure things are locked up tight. I'm pretty sure the FBI does watch this show. They get a lot of their information from the things I say. I only masturbate to Dylan. Wow. Holy Jesus. That's probably one person I could never masturbate to. I would rather masturbate to myself in the mirror than masturbate to Dylan. I think the CBD is wearing off, Mark. I haven't had any CBD today, sadly enough. I usually take it right after the show, so it kind of slows me down and gets me ready for bed. We call it vitamins in my house. Now, if you're referring to drugging your kids so they go to bed early, then yeah, I mean, aren't we all guilty of that at some point? Like, here, son, have some NyQuil. But, Dad, I'm not sick. Oh, son, you're sick. Here, have some NyQuil. Thank you. If I have a pretty mouth, you really need to get out more, Neil. So, we found out who Rip Tripper's wife is. We found out... Did I think... The Outlaw Dipper and Rip Tripper, I think they're brothers. I truly think they're related somehow. Whether they're brothers or cousins, there's something. I don't know where either of them live, but I swear they're related. They have to be related. I wish I could just find the videos that I used to watch of this dude, because they were exactly like Rip's videos, man. They were like watching Rip with like a mask on. But I can't sort through all his...
And my dad was like addicted.
And he also said, I mean, I know this, the whole mother truckers thing and all that crap. It's, you know, a lot of people say it, but he did the whole mother truckers, and he had the whole like little slogan when he started the video. I'm just trying to find it. They're related. I know they're related. Rip is out of SC outside of Charleston. Now, where's this guy? Well, they don't necessarily have to live in the same state to be related, but they're related. I know they're related. I've cracked the code, all right? The folks out there who have been trying to find info on Rip Trippers for the past 10 years, I have you know I cracked the code. I've showed you his wife. I showed you possibly a brother or cousin of his. That's all I have on him. I think we're stalking Rip Trippers for some reason. Rip is woke. You know what? He might be. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. I feel like he's probably... What if he's like completely different once the camera goes off? What happens, like, he turns the camera off, he takes off the hat, the sunglasses, and he just starts... I don't know what he does, but I don't know. I have a feeling. I think everything he does on YouTube, I think he just does it for YouTube. I think I'm almost certain he's way different off camera, but I don't know. I think there's only like... I only know of one person that's met him, and that dude's no longer in the vape scene. I forgot his name. It was the guy that did the video. Hold on. A lot of you probably have never even seen this video. Hold on. It's still even on the internet. And I remember when this video came out, like, holy shit, this is... I've never seen this, but like, this is... Oh, here what was the dude's name? No. Did he change his channel name? He must have changed the channel name, because this is not... His name's like... Is his name JT or Joey or something? It starts with a J. You guys might know who he is once you see his face. I don't know who he is, but this video is 7 years old. I'll give you a little bit. Here we go.
Hey everybody.
By the way, this is the only I don't think it was live, but this is the only, I think, interview that exists of Rip Trippers outside of his...
So it's JT. I want to start this off. I'm in Orlando. I came down here for a couple of days to meet with a friend of mine, and actually met with Rip Trippers. I saw an opportunity to do an interview with them, talk about some tough topics, but I wanted to start off by saying that I'm respectful. I'm a professional guy. No matter what I've thought about Rip in the past or what you think about him, I think it's fair to do a professional,
JT, one of the two.
I'm going to be honest. I'm going to talk about some tough topics.
Oh, just open the door!
Like I said, I'm going to be polite at the same time, so I think it'll make for a pretty cool video. We're going to go meet Rip now.
I just feel like this is kind of scripted, but I've never had a hotel door like that in my life.
What's up, man?
on, brother? How you
You
doing,
want me
man?
to do this?
Ready, ready.
All right, all right. Hey, everybody, this is JT. Got something a little different for you
this
today.
is...
Always wanted to do some interview-style videos, and I got one.
You could tell Rip is so out of his... He's not comfortable at all. But, if you want to watch an interview... but this was also 7 years ago. He wasn't super crazy. He was pretty wild, but not as, you know... But, yeah. Did you ever watch Indoor Smoker's brother's video? He does, like, science. I never... He's got... Oh, is his brother the guy that he always smoked weed with in the videos? To do with the long blonde hair? Was that his brother, or was that just his friend? Dude, Indoor Smokers, his ex-wife is pretty hot. I don't know any dudes I've ever met in my life that hung out with their ex-wives like he hangs out with his ex-wife. Like, he would shoot videos with her. I know if my ex-wife was here, I would probably shoot a video of me strangling her, but... Is Rip Tripper circumcised? I'm going to probably say yeah. I'm gonna go with a yes on that one. He seems like a southern, kind of slightly redneckish, maybe. So I'm going to say he is definitely circumcised. I'd be shocked if he wasn't. Let's put it that way. I would only watch his video when his daughter was there. I don't think I've ever... If you're referring to the chick, the dab spot, whatever, that's not his daughter, but she's hot as hell too. But she's really, like, she smoked way too much weed. That girl has lost her mind, but she was very hot. As creepy as it was, I would watch the videos that she was in too. I don't think I've ever seen his daughter. Who's his daughter now? He's got a daughter? Are you an Island Boy fan now? What the fuck is an Island Boy? The Island... I gotta look this up now. I don't know who the fuck the Island Boys are. Sounds like a gay rock band. The Island Boys. Or is this like a political movement or something? Here we go, the Island Boys. It's a hip-hop duo. I'm not even gonna read all this, but I'm gonna say negative. I don't even know who the fuck the hip-hop or the Island Boys are. It's like a Jeffrey Epstein Island Boy type thing, or... Really, it's from Friday. What's from Friday? Is it? No, it's not. I've watched Friday probably like 100 times. I've never heard anyone say Island Boys. I used to hang out with my ex-wife. She was a good friend until the day she died. Are you serious? Wow, that's crazy. Well, I mean, I guess there are certain instances where people are mature enough to realize, okay, like, even though you're a good person and I'm a good person, we are just kind of not fit for each other anymore, but we could still be civil because we have kids. But, I don't know, that just, I guess, I could see it, I guess. It just, usually all my exes are exes for a reason. But, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's not possible. I'm just saying it's not something you typically see. Like, hey, yeah, my ex-wife is sleeping over tonight. Like, what? Like, yeah, she's hanging out, sleeping on the couch. Okay. If I separate from my wife, fuck her, I can barely stand her now. She's definitely not in the room when you're saying that. Definitely not in the room. And if she is in the room, she can hear this from Mike. Mike's wife, your husband has called you out in front of probably 10,000 people. If that's not means for a divorce, I don't know what is. I say we do it. I could be your lawyer. Well, I mean, it's not like it's a bad thing. It's a good thing you could be friends with your ex-wife. I guess if you're, like I said, if you're mature enough to do it, then more power to you. But most of my exes are... Yep. You really don't remember your show for... Oh, my God. All right. My brain must be fucking fried. I thought you were referring to Friday the movie. You don't remember your Friday show? We talked about the Island Boys. You need the head. Are you serious? We talked about the island? No, we did not. Hold on. I'll know right now if I need my head scanned. Because if Angela remembers this, and I don't, unless you were having this conversation with Angela, because when that happens, I usually zone out when Angela talks for longer than 30 seconds. All right, let me ask Angela. I don't remember the fucking Island Boys.
Yes, sir.
Do you know who the Island Boys are?
Yes, I showed them to you the other day.
Oh my God, when?
I've never listened to them. But on Friday when we were live,
Oh no.
they came up.
I might need to get my head examined then.
Why?
Because people said we talked about the Island Boys on Friday. I don't remember anything about the Island Boys. Like, what the
Well, no, like, we didn't really talk about them.
Was I
but
paying
they came
attention?
up- I don't know. But they came up when we were watching them. We were like, who the fuck are the Island Boys? And I was like, oh, yeah, that's something special.
Oh, wait a minute. You're talking about the two idiots? We were looking through the Google images. They had, like, the dreadlocks or the braids?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't know those were the
They
Island
had been
Boys.
molested by Michael
Oh,
Jackson.
yeah. Okay, now I remember. Yep, okay. Oh, my head's
Yeah.
good. All right, we're good. All right, good night. Bye. All right, now I remember. I just don't remember that they were called the Island Boys, but I remember the two dudes with the dreadlocks. Yeah, I remember all that now. All right, we're good. We are good. Mr. Bachelor, thank you, sir, for that donation. Not sure why I called you Mr., but what the hell. Mark, I made a paid comment on them. I'm sorry to hear that. But I remember now of them. I don't remember of the name Island Boys. That was probably part of the conversation I wasn't paying attention to. Once again, usually when Angela's talking, I tend to zone out after 30 seconds. Because her stories tend to go on a little long. And I've kind of just trained my brain to kind of like block things out after 30 seconds. Because if she doesn't get her point across in 30 seconds, then it's obviously not that important. Wow, that sounds horrible, doesn't it? Jesus. They're gay now. Oh, well, that makes sense then, if they're gay now. Then what do they complain about being molested if they're gay? I mean, you got molested by a guy, so what? That kind of broke you into the world right there. You know what? I'm not even going to go this route. They were not molested by Michael Jackson. It's impossible. And if they were, then congratulations to them. Because I would pay money to be molested by him back in the day. Yeah, I thought they were hot. Yeah, definitely don't remember that. Definitely. That's racist. Everything is racist on this channel. What are you talking about? I think poison ivy is worse than AIDS. I've never had poison ivy, but I'm going to say probably... Oh, yeah. I'm going to say you're probably right. Because AIDS nowadays, you can just pop a pill and that shit's gone. Poison ivy, I think you got to at least, deal with it for a couple days before you get rid of it. So I'm going to probably say you're right on that one. If there were two women I had to choose from, and one had AIDS and one had poison ivy on her vagina, which one would I go for? The one with AIDS. It's 2023, folks. Use your finger more. Wait, what? I use my finger enough when I shower. Did you slap asses with Robin Tooney back in the day? Who the fuck is Robin Tooney? Why does that name ring a bell? I'm not looking him up. Never bothered me till last year. Now I gotta wear gloves to piss. Whoa! Yeah, if you gotta wear... Wait, what? Never bothered me till last year. Now I gotta wear gloves to piss. I must be missing something here, but it sounds like you've had poison ivy for over a year. Is that... I don't know what's happening right now. You only need to go one knuckle deep when you're washing your butthole. There's no need to go further than one knuckle, because then after the first knuckle, then you might be doing it for other reasons. But we've been through this countless times on how to wash your ass. You can't just wash the outside of your hole. You gotta get a little of the inside, like, you know, a little bit of the rim on the inside. They are twin brothers, and I sucked the other off. I know you're a fan. Wait, what? You sucked off one of the twin brothers? Bachelor. Wow, that's... I didn't know you swung that way, but hey, congratulations, man, for getting some of that celebrity dick. NorCal is still complaining about being pregnant. I'm going to need to see some lab results. Maybe we can go on Maury Pulv. Is Maury still alive? Can we go on his show maybe to find out who really the father is? You are not the father, and you are not the father because he is not pregnant because he's a man. Oh, I'm sorry. I was never bothered by poison ivy. Now I am. Calamine lotion is not safe to whack off with. Yeah, you can't use that shit. That shit turns into like dry chalk. You're better off jerking off with sandpaper. I think I tried to use that shit one time to jack off when I was a kid, and that turned into a fucking woof. That was not good outcome. And then I kind of went into hair gel. I don't know what the fuck was going on with my head back in the day, but who jerks off with hair gel? Right then and there, like, I should have been probably seeing a psychiatrist, but it was the only, like, thick, lubricated thing that we had in the bathroom, and I had long hair when I was a kid, and I used to slick it back, so we would buy the hair gel that came in, like, it almost looked like a paint gallon. It was like a bucket, like this big. You pull the lid off, and you kind of just scoop the hair gel out. Look, I had, like, the hair slicked back to where it was like a helmet. And that was the only shit that was really in the bathroom, like, hair gel. But yeah, that's probably not something healthy you should use, like, long term, because your dick might... Luckily, I didn't use it, you know. I moved away from it, so it didn't do any kind of bad damage to my penile skin. But at least my dick smelled pretty good, though. I'll tell you that. Even though I wasn't getting laid at that age, I still had a pretty decent smelling setup. Sneak a stick of butter. I don't think butter would... I don't think butter's going to do. Unless you're going to pack butter into, like a roast. Like, I've always wanted to fuck like a roast. Like a pot roast or something. Not cooked, but raw. And pack it with something. Just to see what it's like. People fuck all kinds of weird shit. Why not fuck a roast? I feel like that's probably got to be the most realistic thing. But the fleshlights they have nowadays, they're pretty real. But back in the day when you didn't have fleshlights, I would say fucking a roast would probably be your closest thing you can get to it. Do-do-do-do-do-do. We know. Tried already. Oh, wait, you tried it already, Jason? What was it like? How do you go an inch deep when Angela's pulling shit out of your ass? Woo! It was a one-time thing, Jack the Flash. One time I'm clogged up, and I have to hear about it for the rest of my life. Mark, did you just saw Raw? Oh, man, my God. What? Oh, did you just say Raw? I don't know what's happening right now. I would think you would want to fuck a raw roast as opposed to a cooked one. Just a cooked one might be a little too rough? I don't know. Omega's bumping now. Shoobity-bop-bip-bop. Back in the day, we didn't need fleshlights. Men were men. We banged hookers. You are right on that one. But I will say, though, like, fleshlights are so more convenient now. Because they feel better than probably a lot of hookers. I haven't had many hookers, but I've had a few, and they're pretty horrible at what they do. Or at least for the price you're paying them. And the fleshlights, I mean, you could pretty much put anything on the screen, get a real decent fleshlight, and it will feel pretty close to the real thing. And cleanup is pretty easy. You ain't got to leave your house. You ain't got to drop any money. Just buy some good lube. That's the key to the Fleshlight. You got to buy, don't buy that cheap shit. If you're going to buy a $60 to $100 Fleshlight, don't go out and get some fucking $5 dollar store lube and load it up inside of that thing, because there's no point. Get some really top quality lube and you'll be like, holy shit, this is real pussy right here. I don't even need my wife anymore because this is real. The only thing it lacks is the heat. But if you want to warm it up, fucking put it in the microwave for a couple seconds. Heat that motherfucker up. You're good. Why don't you make a video like Rip on the Fleshlight? Is that allowed on YouTube? Because I don't really know what I could say about it that I would rather it's hard to explain. I'd rather show actually, you know what, you probably could show how to use a Fleshlight on YouTube as long as you kept it educational. Crackers would do anything for a chunk of drywall wrapped in a cigarette plastic. True, but have you ever gotten a blowjob from a crack whore? It is not that pleasant. You're better off jerking off with a pair of leather gloves on than getting a fucking blowjob from a crack whore. Unless you, like, get off on the feeling of it actually being a human being, then that's a whole different thing. But for me, it doesn't really matter if it's a human being or not. If it's wet and it's there, then hey. Especially where teeth fell out. I mean, I don't know, maybe the crack whores in Chicago are a bit different from where you guys are from, but the crack whores here in Chicago, they are truly crack whores. Like, you could probably feel the dryness of the herpes scabs on their lips going up and down your penis as they're blowing you. You could feel that scratchiness. Like, ooh, are you scratching me? Like, no, that's my sores on my lips, baby. I thought I put Vaseline on them. Doo-doo. Doo-doo. Gotta read Raw's... Oh, I'm sorry. Did I miss it? I like... When I talk, I zone out. Like, I'll sit here, I'll look at the screen, I'll just zone out. Like a big fucking black dick can come out of left field and just... Whoosh, and I wouldn't even fucking realize it because I'm so zoned out on me talking that shit like donations just go flying by. Sorry, Chuck. Thanks for that donation. Thanks for doing a show. I had a lot of chores to do. Keep going. I'm almost done. I don't ignore anyone. I zone out. I get into these fucking stories. It's kind of like, what is that called when people are like driving on the highway and you're just driving for too long and you kind of just like get into that, what is it called? Someone will say it. I don't even know what the fuck it's called. What is it called? Someone say it. 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 Tunnel vision. Thank you, Dan. Jesus. I get tunnel vision. When I start talking too much, I get tunnel vision and I don't acknowledge anything happening on the screen. Unless it's a word that really sticks out. Like cunt or gimp or, well, wasp isn't really a word, but cunt and gimp stick out to me. Big black dick sticks out to me. But when someone drops a $5 donation, you know, unless there's like a word, you know what, I'm done. Because I'm going to dig a hole for myself. Santos did like on one of my comments Saturday, so there's life on his channel. Oh, okay, that's good. Well, as long as he's alive and well, that's good. It would be nice if he did a video, you know. I know he's doing, family is way more important than anything, but just to let people know that he's doing okay. Because I haven't heard from him or seen him in, feels like, what, a year? If not more, maybe? Or is it just, my timing is really bad. This is a video to say, hey, what's up? I'm alive. And we're good. Mark didn't hate everyone. He liked everybody, to be fair. Wait, Mark didn't hate everyone. He liked everyone, to be fair. I don't even know where that's going. I smell Angela cooking. And I don't think it's not what it's supposed to smell like. She's supposed to be making these burgers we bought. But it smells, there's like a little bit of a foulness to it. Call him. I don't have his number. I had his number a while ago when he called me a few times, but I don't have his number anymore. Plus, I'm not gonna. I don't talk to him on that level, so I'm not really one to probably call him up, be like, "Hey, man, what's going on?" Like, it's just, I find that kind of odd. For someone who doesn't talk to you on that kind of level to call you up, that'd be like, I don't know, someone calling me up like, "Hey, what's going on, Mark?" Like, why are you calling me? What's going on? What do you want? What do you need? It probably is fucking. She probably did put mushrooms in it. And if she did, Scott, I'm coming to your house. I'm going to sodomize you. If I find a mushroom in that burger, cunt mushroom burger. Whew. You know, I just had a real creepy thought in my head. Probably one of the creepiest thoughts I've ever had. Well, I've had some pretty creepy thoughts. Wow. I wonder if this is like a side effect from like medication, having weird thoughts. But when you said cunt mushroom burger, the thing that went through my head was, and hopefully I don't scare the only, 3 females that watch this, what would a vagina smell like if you fried it in a frying pan? Woo, that's, I think it might be time to sign off. Holy Jesus. Don't ask. Smell earthy. don't ask. I don't know. This is what happens when you put certain words in a sentence and my brain just kind of goes on its own. When you type cunt mushroom burger, my brain looks at that and then starts putting together its own little fucking story. Like, I'm not saying that I kill people and cook them up. I'm just, it'd be a smell that I've always wanted to smell a dead body. Like, I've always wanted, because I always watch movies. Everyone watches a movie where they find a dead body and some dude is puking his brains out because of the odor. Like, I've smelled odors. Like, I take some nasty shits. I've smelled some pretty horrible stuff. But how bad could a smell be to make someone puke their brains out like that? I've always wanted to smell a dead body. So that kind of where, I guess that brings me, not that I'd want to smell a vagina that's been fried or cooked, but I'm just, has anyone, you know what, we're going to probably stop now because I think there might be a limit. You'll never forget the smell. It's bad. Is it bad? Is there anything that can compare to the smell that you can kind of replicate yourself? Like, does it smell like shit? Does it smell like spoiled meat? Like, what's the odor like? You should title the show Evidence. Have you smelled a dead rat or dead? No, I have not. The odor gets into your clothes. So it's like smoking. It's like cigarettes, pretty much. Like, you've been smoking? No, I've been around a bunch of dead bodies today. Like grilled beef. Oh, that ain't too bad. Ever smell a dead... I've never been around dead animals. I just feel like it's one of those... It's kind of like gasoline. Like, the smell of gas? Like, that's gas. Like, everyone knows that smell. But we all don't know that dead smell. Like, I'd like to know... I think that's one smell that everyone should kind of know. Like, oh, yep, that's a dead body. I know that smell. Is that Mark taking a shit? Nope, that's a dead body. He's probably dead in the bathroom. Like, I want to be able to tell if either someone's taking a shit or if they're dead on the toilet. They've been dead for a week on the toilet. Very sweet. Ooh. Like a candy-like odor? You live in Chicago. If you left the basement, I'm sure you stumble upon one. Yeah, but I think if it's like a fresh dead body, it probably doesn't have an odor. It's an awfully putrid odor that changes as the body decomposes. It smells like a McDonald's bathroom. You know, it's a smell you won't forget. See, that's what I hear. I've been to I was at a funeral once. I think it was for my grandfather. And me and my cousin ventured off and started exploring the rest of the funeral home. And we came across another room, because funeral homes usually have like 3 or 4 rooms where they have like services. But this one was closed. No one was there. There was a casket in the room, which was kind of odd. So we went in there, we closed the door, and we went up to the casket like, is there somebody in this thing? And I think you open a casket, and there's a lever like under the lid. And the lid popped open, and there was a motherfucker laying in that goddamn casket. And we're like, holy shit, touch him. And we touched him, and he was solid as a rock and cold as shit. He obviously didn't have an odor because they pump him with whatever it's called. That was my only experience. There was no odor, obviously, because he was, loaded up to smell good, but it's the smell of digestive bacteria that's decomposing the flesh of the body. Have you ever smelled a dead body, Angela?
No.
No?
No. But here's some digestive bacteria for you.
Does it smell like that burger?
No.
Did you put something in it?
No.
Why did it smell different?
It doesn't smell different at all.
Down here, it has like a spice odor. Like burgers have like a meat odor.
I put burger seasoning on
Oh, no. What burger seasoning did you put on it?
it. Just the Grill Master burger seasoning.
No, these things are already... Oh, no. Why would you do that?
Oh my God, relax. Eat it.
Dude, that shit's expired by 10 years.
It's not. I use it every time I make burgers. You never
That's what I'm smelling. Every time. Every time. Why can't someone just take something from a box, whether it's mac and cheese or hamburger meat, and just make it? Why do they always got to add shit to it? Oh, we're just going to add a little bit of this. It's going to bring out the flavor. No, don't add nothing to it. I don't want no fucking seasoning. I don't want no toppings on it. I don't need no fucking sauce. Nothing. Just make it how it was supposed to be made out of the package. Don't add nothing to it. She's always trying to add stuff to it. Trying to sneak something in there for me. Like, I don't want to... I'm too old to be trying new fucking foods. If I haven't eaten something by now, chances are I'm not going to like it. Do you cook? Is that a trick? I cook in the microwave. I used to always cook, but I haven't cooked here, no. I gotten so used to cooking on an electric stove. Like, so used to it. I'm talking like probably over... I think our last 3 places we had an electric stove. So well over 10 years cooking on an electric stove, and then we moved back to a gas stove, and I am completely lost. Like, I burn everything now. I seriously want to get rid of the gas stove for an electric stove, just because I've gotten so used to it. What the hell is that? Oh. Why don't you cook for Angela one night? I used to always do that on the electric stove. If she asked me, I'd cook, but if she doesn't ask me, then I wouldn't. I believe if you want something, you should probably say, hey, why don't you cook tonight? Or, hey, real tomato ketchup? Nope, no ketchup. Just cheese, that's it. Surprise her. Or I can order something, and then right when she gets home, put it in a pot, and then as she's walking in, like, start putting it on the plates like I cooked it. And she'd be like, damn, you cooked this? Like, yep, sure did. So you're going to give me a blowjob either before dinner or after dinner? My husband cooks, but he's a messy cook. Yeah. Angela's a messy cook. When she cooks, she's really messy. But I think that's probably the only way to cook. Like, Is there a way to cook and be neat at the same time? Probably, unless you're cleaning as you cook. But people don't really do that. But Cheryl, you probably have a maid, or you got a butler, or you have something there that will probably clean it up for you. So it's not really a big problem. For us folks who have to clean ourselves, it can be a pain in the ass. I don't cook nude anymore. Thank God for that, Chuck. Holy Jesus. That would make a fucking... that would be sour as hell. How are you today, Misfit Steve? I'm doing just dandy. Your kid isn't serving you guys. What's wrong with you? I don't think I trust my kid to serve me. I barely trust my kid to cut the grass. And there's really no way to fuck that up. I mean, there is, but... like, as nice as it is to have a... You think, like, when you have a kid, like... And most, like, I don't know. Maybe most normal parents will have their kids do a lot, but... I always thought, we're going to have a kid, and he could do all this, and he could do that, and he could do this, but... When you eventually have the kid, and then he gets to the age where he could do these things, and you realize how he does the things, you're like, you know what? It's probably better off I just continue to do it. But I think that's kind of the way they play their parents. Like, they play the role of like, well, if I do this and I do a shitty job, then my dad is probably not going to want me to do it anymore. So I'll be able to get out of doing it. And I think that's what he kind of does sometimes. He tries to do that with the grass, but little does he know, I could barely tell if the grass is cut sometimes, so he could fuck the grass up all he wants, and I really don't give a shit. But with that said, Richard said CBD. I agree. It is well past the hour. We're at 33 minutes past the hour. Holy hell. And dinner is served. I might not make it through this one because I smell something funny. I'm going to say she put a mushroom or something in it. Like, there's definitely not seasoning that I'm smelling there. So as I always say, folks, if you find out that I'm dead tomorrow or during the week, make sure you contact the FBI, have Angela investigated. And other than that, I thank you all for watching and stopping by and donating and participating and liking and coming back for more. I probably won't be in Zoom because it's already 8:30 and I got to eat. And by the time I eat and do that and this, I'm old. I go to bed 9:30. Hell, Angela's probably ready to go to bed. You want to go to bed now? Angela will go to bed right when the sun's ready to go down. Right when the sun, like, we've actually went to bed sometimes when the sun was still out. And I'm like, this has got to stop because this is really depressing. We got to at least wait till it's dark out. So, there you have it, folks. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I believe ST's doing a show, I think. I guess we'll find out tomorrow if he is. But as of now, he is. And she will say it was the tumor in your... Thank you for reminding me of that, Neil. Appreciate that. Thank you. I'll sleep good tonight. Merry Christmas to all. And to all a good night. Ho, ho, ho.